If your knees ache every time you get up from a chair or walk down the stairs, you're not alone. For millions of adults, especially those over 50, knee arthritis isn't just an occasional ache. It's a daily struggle. What starts as stiffness in the morning can turn into sharp pain that follows you throughout the day. Tasks that used to feel simple, grocery shopping, gardening, even walking the dog, suddenly feel heavy and painful. Knee arthritis slowly wears down the cartilage that cushions your joints, and over time, every movement becomes a challenge. But here's the truth. Letting pain control your life isn't the only option. There's a better way forward, and it starts right now. You don't need a gym membership or expensive equipment to take control of your knee health. In this video, I'll guide you through simple, effective exercises that are designed specifically to relieve arthritis pain and rebuild the strength around your knees. These movements are safe, gentle, and proven to help improve flexibility, reduce inflammation, and give you better support with every step you take. Whether you've been dealing with this pain for months or years, there is a path to better movement, and it begins with a few minutes a day. Let's take that first step together. 1. Knee flexion, stretch, supine, pull-in. What it helps. This stretch is designed to improve your knee's ability to bend, also known as flexion. It specifically targets the joint capsule, hamstring tendons, and other soft tissues surrounding the knee. For individuals with arthritis, knee flexion often becomes restricted due to inflammation, tightness, and disuse. This stretch helps unlock that stiffness gently and gradually. Why it matters. Limited knee flexion makes daily movements difficult, whether it's bending down to tie your shoes, sitting comfortably, or getting into a car. When the knee can't bend properly, your mobility suffers and your independence may slowly decline. By restoring that range of motion, you regain confidence and control in everyday activities. Even small gains in flexion can make significant differences in comfort and function. Step-by-step instructions. Lie flat on your back on a firm surface like a mat or carpeted floor. Keep both legs extended to start. Now bend your affected leg slowly toward your chest. Use your hands to gently grasp your shin just below the knee. As you exhale, pull the leg a little closer into your chest, only as far as is comfortable. You should feel a mild to moderate stretch in the front and back of your knee. If this feels too intense or causes discomfort, stop immediately and try the towel modification described below. Modification towel trick. Take a small towel and roll it into a tight cylinder. Place it directly in the crease behind your knee before performing the stretch. This creates a small amount of space between the femur and tibia, which can relieve pressure and reduce discomfort, especially helpful if your arthritis has caused joint narrowing or inflammation. Many people find this makes the stretch more tolerable and even more effective. Repetitions and frequency. Hold the stretch for 20 seconds, then release. Repeat this 3 times in one session. Try to complete 2 to 3 sessions per day. The more consistently you stretch, the more progress you'll make over time. Tips. Stay relaxed while performing the stretch. Avoid clenching your jaw or shoulders. Breathe slowly and deeply. Your breath will help signal your body to relax and let go of tension. Warnings. Never push into sharp pain. A light pulling or stretching sensation is normal, but anything more than that could signal overexertion. If you have a recent knee injury or had surgery, consult your doctor or physical therapist before beginning this or any exercise. Mini FAQ. What if I can't bring my leg very far? That's okay. Just go to where you feel a gentle stretch. With time and consistency, your range will improve. Can I do this in bed? Only if your mattress is firm. A soft mattress can limit your ability to stabilize and support your spine. Positive coaching line. Every time you gently pull that knee in, you're taking a step toward greater comfort, confidence, and control. Flexibility isn't built in a day, but your effort today brings progress tomorrow. 2. Seated knee extension stretch with towel support. One of the most overlooked parts of healthy knee function is the ability to fully straighten your leg. When arthritis sets in, your knee may no longer extend completely, leading to stiffness behind the joint, poor walking posture, and increased pressure on your hips and lower back. That's why restoring your knee's full extension is just as important as regaining its ability to bend. This seated stretch targets 3 key areas that commonly restrict knee extension: your calf muscle, the back of your knee capsule, and the hamstrings. When these structures become tight or inflamed, they act like brakes on your ability to fully straighten the leg. This can make it harder to walk, climb stairs, or even sleep comfortably with your leg extended. Here's how to perform it safely and effectively. Start by sitting on a firm surface, the edge of a bed, a sturdy table, or even a firm bench. Avoid soft couches that sink under your weight. Extend your painful or stiff leg straight out in front of you. Then take a small towel or yoga strap and loop it around the ball of your foot. Sit up tall with your back straight and shoulders relaxed. Now, gently pull your toes toward your body using the towel. As you do this, you'll feel a stretch in 3 areas deep in your calf, behind your knee, and along the back of your thigh. These are exactly the zones we want to release. Don't rush this movement. Ease into the stretch until you feel mild tension, not pain. Hold this position for about 20 seconds, then slowly release. Repeat this stretch 3 times per session and perform the routine 2 to 3 times daily. You can do it in the morning to loosen the joint before activity, or in the evening to unwind stiffness from the day. If you can't feel the stretch strongly, try adjusting your sitting angle. A firmer seat or a slightly higher surface can help isolate the tension better, and if your hamstrings are very tight, you might not get your leg totally straight at first, and that's okay. What matters is consistent, pain-free effort over time. Frequently asked questions: can I do this stretch on the floor? Yes, but it's easier to maintain form on a firm, elevated surface. What if I feel pain behind my knee? Ease back and shorten the range. Stretching should never feel sharp or stabbing. Important tip: if your hamstrings cramp during the stretch, try warming them with a heating pad for 5 to 10 minutes beforehand. Gentle massage or using a foam roller before the stretch can also make it more effective. Encouragement: even if your leg doesn't straighten all the way today, that's okay. Progress isn't measured in perfect angles, it's measured in how you feel and function. A few minutes of this stretch done consistently can help you walk taller, move smoother, and live with less pain. 3. Quad set, isometric. Hold to wake up the thigh muscles. When knee pain limits your movement, your muscles begin to weaken, especially the quadriceps, the large group of muscles at the front of your thigh. These muscles are essential for stabilizing your knee, supporting your weight, and performing nearly every motion you make with your legs. Without strong quads, your knee joint has to work overtime, which can increase pain and stress on already damaged cartilage. That's why one of the first and most fundamental exercises for knee arthritis relief is the quad set, a simple, non-moving contraction designed to reactivate the mind-muscle connection and start rebuilding support where it's needed most. To begin, lie down or sit with your legs stretched out in front of you on a firm, flat surface like the floor, a yoga mat, or even a firm bed. The leg you're working on should be fully extended but relaxed. Now focus on your thigh, the area above your kneecap. Try to tighten that muscle by pressing the back of your knee down into the surface beneath you. You'll feel the thigh muscle contract and firm up. Hold that muscle contraction for a full 5 seconds, then slowly relax. That's 1 repetition. It may look like nothing is happening, but inside your leg, dormant muscle fibers are being reawakened. This reactivation is crucial for rebuilding control and function. Aim to complete 10 to 20 repetitions per set and perform 2 to 3 sets daily. You can do this exercise in the morning while still in bed during TV time or while seated on a break. It requires no movement, no equipment, and almost no time, just focus and consistency. If you're having trouble finding the muscle, at first gently place your hand on your thigh while performing the exercise. Feeling the muscle firm beneath your fingers helps reinforce the connection between brain and body. If needed, place a small rolled towel under your knee to provide feedback and support during the contraction. Common concerns. What if I can't feel anything working? That's okay. The nervous system may need a few sessions to fire up those signals. Stay consistent, it will come. Is this too easy to be helpful? Not at all. Quad sets are the foundation. Strong knees begin with stable muscles. Caution. Avoid holding your breath during contractions. Breathe normally and stay relaxed in your upper body. Also, don't press through pain. If contracting the muscle causes discomfort, shorten the hold time or decrease intensity. Encouragement. Every successful quad set is a small win. You're not just flexing a muscle, you're building the foundation for every step, every stair, every walk around the block. Keep showing up. Your body is listening and it's ready to rebuild. 4. Straight leg raise strength. Without bending. When bending the knee is painful or restricted, it can be difficult to find ways to strengthen your leg without making things worse. That's where the straight leg raise becomes your best friend. It's a simple but powerful way to strengthen both your quadriceps and hip flexors, the two muscle groups that work together to lift and control your leg without putting pressure on a bent or swollen knee. This exercise is ideal for people with knee arthritis because it allows you to build support around the joint while keeping it in a neutral, extended position. The goal isn't just movement, it's controlled movement, and that starts with re-engaging the right muscles the right way. To get started, lie flat on your back on a comfortable, firm surface. One leg, the one you're not working on, should be bent at the knee with the foot flat on the floor. This helps protect your lower back. The working leg should remain straight throughout the exercise. Now begin with a quad set. Tighten the front thigh muscle of your working leg by pushing the back of your knee into the ground. Once you've got that strong muscle contraction, lift your straight leg up off the ground slowly, about 12 to 18 inches. Pause at the top for a second or two, then lower it down slowly and with control. Each lift and descent should take about 3 to 5 seconds. The slower you go, the more your muscles engage, and the more effective the movement becomes. Repetitions and frequency. Perform 10 to 15 repetitions per set and aim for 2 to 3 sets per day. Rest 30-60 seconds between sets if needed. Tips for success. Keep your toes pointed straight up throughout the movement. Avoid turning your foot inward or outward, which can strain your hip. Focus on moving with control rather than speed. This is not a race. If you find your leg wobbling or shaking, that's normal in the beginning. It's a sign your muscles are reactivating. Common questions. What if I can't lift my leg that high? Lift only as far as is comfortable. Even a few inches of controlled movement makes a difference. My back feels strained. Try placing your hands under your lower back or tighten your abdominal muscles gently to provide core support. Modifications. If lifting your leg is too difficult at first, try doing the quad set alone for a few more days until the strength returns. You can also try the lift on a slightly inclined surface, like a firm pillow, for extra support. Encouragement. This movement is about control, not intensity. Every time you lift your leg with focus and form, you're strengthening the entire lower limb chain from your hip to your knee to your foot. These muscles protect your joints, stabilize your gait, and give you the power to move confidently again. 1 rep at a time, you're reclaiming your strength. 5. Heel slides, reclaiming knee flexion. Gently and safely. After a flare-up of knee arthritis, it's common for your leg to feel locked stiff or even frozen. You may try to bend your knee and feel as if there's a wall stopping you. That's because arthritis doesn't just wear away cartilage, it also reduces circulation limits, joint lubrication, and leads to muscle tightness that restricts movement. The heel slide is a gentle but powerful way to reverse that cycle. Heel slides focus on active knee flexion, meaning you're not just passively stretching, you're asking your muscles to work through the motion. It primarily engages your hamstrings, the muscles at the back of your thigh, which play a huge role in pulling your leg into a bend. It also encourages the knee joint to regain natural range without pressure or impact. To begin, lie flat on your back on a firm, smooth surface. Start with both legs straight. Now focus on the leg you want to work. Slowly slide your heel along the floor, drawing it toward your hips while keeping your foot in contact with the ground. Your knee will begin to bend as your heel moves. Slide until you feel a mild stretch or until your range of motion stops, whichever comes first. Then, just as slowly, extend your leg back out to the starting position. You're not forcing anything. You're coaxing the knee to move again gently and consistently. Repetitions and frequency. Perform 10 to 15 repetitions per set and aim for 2 to 3 sets per day. Rest as needed between sets and try to build a rhythm that feels steady but not rushed. Tips for success. Wearing socks or placing a towel or cloth under your heel can help reduce friction and make the slide smoother. If your foot sticks, try using a pillowcase or plastic tray liner under your heel. Your arms can rest at your sides. No need to use your hands unless you need help returning your leg to the start. Common questions. What if my knee makes popping sounds? Gentle popping or cracking is common and usually harmless, especially if there's no pain. I can only bend a little. Is that enough? Yes. A few degrees of movement repeated daily can become full range over time. Modifications. If lying on the floor is too difficult, you can try heel slides in bed or on a reclined couch with a firmer surface. Make sure your spine stays supported and avoid twisting your hips. Caution. Stop immediately if you feel sharp or pinching pain inside the knee joint. Never push through discomfort. Instead, stay at a range that feels productive, not painful. Encouragement. Every successful heel slide helps your knee remember how to move freely. These small, deliberate movements signal your body that healing is happening. You're not just stretching, you're restoring confidence in your motion. Trust the process. Every slide is a step toward freedom. 6. Wall squat functional strengthener with joint-friendly support. As we age, one of the biggest risks to independence is not disease. It's weakness. The ability to sit, stand, rise from a chair, or catch your balance when stumbling all comes down to leg strength and control. That's why functional exercises like squats are essential. And when done with the right support, they become one of the safest and most effective tools for rebuilding knee stability and strength. Enter the wall squat. This variation of the squat uses the wall as both a guide and a safety net. By supporting your back against a flat surface, you're able to engage your thighs, glutes, and core without placing too much pressure on your knees. It's ideal for those dealing with arthritis instability or recovering from previous injury. To begin, stand with your back flat against a wall and your feet shoulder-width apart about 12 inches away from the wall. Your knees should be in line with your toes, not past them. Take a deep breath, brace your core, and slowly slide your back down the wall as if you're sitting into an invisible chair. Pause when your thighs are parallel to the floor or stop earlier if needed. Go only as far as you feel comfortable. Hold this position for a few seconds, then press through your heels to slide back up the wall to a standing position. That's 1 rep. Repetitions and frequency. Perform 10 repetitions per set and complete 2 to 3 sets per day. If you're just starting out, begin with 5 reps and increase gradually. Tips for success. Use a small towel rolled up behind your back to reduce friction and help you glide more smoothly. If you're unsure about your foot placement, mark a spot with tape on the floor to ensure consistency each time. Keep your gaze forward and chest lifted. This helps with posture and balance. Common questions. What if my knees hurt during the squat? Reduce the depth of the squat. Even sliding down just a few inches activates key muscles without strain. I feel pressure in my knees at the bottom. Pause, higher up. As strength improves, range can increase safely. Modifications. If a full wall squat is too challenging, try a mini squat. Just bend your knees slightly and hold. You'll still activate the quadriceps and glutes. For added support, place a stability ball between your back and the wall to cushion the movement. Caution: avoid letting your knees cave inward. Keep them aligned with your second toe. Don't rush the movement. Slow and steady ensures better muscle engagement and safety. Encouragement: wall squats teach your body how to move better in the real world. They simulate sitting and standing, two of the most repeated and necessary movements we do every day. With every rep, you're building not just strength, but also the confidence to move more freely. And that confidence, it carries over into every step of your life. Now that you've learned 6 powerful, joint-friendly exercises, it's time to turn knowledge into action. Start with just 2 movements a day, one in the morning to wake up your joints, and one in the evening to wind down stiffness. For example, you might begin the week with knee flexion stretches and quad sets for the first 3 days. By day 4, add straight leg raises or heel slides. By the end of week 1, you'll already feel more in control of your movements. On week 2, begin combining exercises into mini circuits such as flexion stretch plus wall squats or extension stretch plus leg raise. Here's a simple 14-day plan. Days 1 to 3, focus on stretching. Flexion and extension, 2x per day. Days 4 to 6. Add quad sets and heel slides 1 to 2 sets per session. Days 7 to 10 include straight leg raises and light wall squats. 5-8 reps days. 11 to 14. Combine any 3 exercises into a personalized routine. Try to stay consistent even if you only have 10 minutes a day. Movement builds momentum, and small regular effort leads to real change. Let's be honest, arthritis doesn't disappear overnight. But with daily action, your pain doesn't have to control you. Every time you show up for yourself, every stretch you hold, every rep you complete, you're sending a powerful message to your body: I'm still in charge. You may not be able to change what's happened to your knees in the past, but you can absolutely shape what happens next. And that future starts today. If this video gave you even a small sense of relief or direction, I invite you to subscribe and stay connected. This channel is here to support you with real simple tools for healthier joints and a stronger life. Which of these exercises felt the best for your knees? Leave a comment below. Your experience might help someone else who's going through the same thing. And if you'd like a follow-up video focused on balance or hip mobility, let me know. You're not alone in this journey. We're building strength together, one day at a time. Let's keep going.